in all of the earlier videos, I showed you how to get from this form to this form. Okay, from this here to this. Well, we also need to be able to convert from here to here. So in this video, we're going to try and get it from normal decimal form into standard form. Okay, I will do the first two, and then you can do the ones after. So here, well, so how do you convert this into standard form? Well, the decimals here. So if you want to convert it to standard form, it has to be 3.7 blah 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 blah. This number, well, the number in front here has to be between well, it can be 1, but between 1 and 10, but it can be 1. Okay, so it has to be. I know that it has to be 3.78 something. Okay, so this number here is you can see it's between 1 and 10. It could be 1 as well. So this will be times 10 to the power of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, this decimal needs to be here, so it has to be, well, anyway, to get from here to here, it would be 3.78 times 10 to the power of 6. Okay. Okay, this one here. Remember, in order to express it as a standard form, you've got to have 3.25. You've got to have this, okay, and then times, because this number has to be between 1 and 10, but it can also be 1. It's allowed to be 1. So this will be, well, at the moment the decimal point is here. I want the decimal point to be here, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it will be to the minus 6. All right, so to convert this number here to here, it would be 3.2. Well, this number here, because, well, you should just ignore the zeros here, because it's after the decimal point. I put those zeros there just to try and confuse you, but because it's after the decimal, then you can just ignore it. But if it's before, if you have something like this, 3, 2, if you have something like this, and the decimal here is, well, hang on, if you have something like this here, because the decimals here is after the zeros, then you can't ignore the 2 zeros, because if you ignore the 2 zeros, you have 325, which is not correct, because this number is 32,500. So if you have something like this, hang on, 0.0325 with zeros here. Well, if you get because it's after the decimal, if you get rid of the zeros, it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, anyway, let's carry on. Now it's your turn. Convert this number to standard form. So press pause and have a go. Okay. So at the moment, the decimal is here. So I've got to move the decimal to over here, because I've got to we've got to explain it. We've got to express it as 4.536, okay, times 10 to the power. Well, you are here at the moment. We need to get this number to be bigger, so it could get to this stage here. So, well, we need to times it. Well, hang on. At the moment, well, the decimal is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's to the power of minus 8. Okay, because if you start, well, anyway, it's to the power of minus 8. Okay, next one here. Okay, express this as standard form. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so again, we need the decimal to be here. So hang on, 3.257 times 10. Well, it's going to be well, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be minus 4, because this number is quite big. It's bigger than this number here. So I need to times it by well, anyway, it has to be a minus here, because if you start here, how would you? Well, you got to times you got to power it to the minus, because this number is quite big compared. Well, you start here and then you've got to make it smaller. So to make it smaller, you've got to power it to the negative. Okay, so this one here, convert this into standard form. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so this one here, we definitely need 6. Oh, this is a trick question really, because you've got to do this. You've just got to do this. 0, 0, 0, 2. Okay. I could put the zeros here, but because it's after the decimal, then well anyway, times 10 to the power of what? So the decimal at the moment is here. I've got to move the decimal to here. Okay, but the thing is, because there's a 2 here, I've got to include this whole thing here. That's why we've got to. Well, anyway, you just got to accept it. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will be that times to the power of 8. And it will be positive 8, because this number here is really 6 points blah blah blah. It's like a number 6, and I need to get the number 6 here to a much bigger number, so I need to times it to a positive. It has to be a positive. Well, anyway, this is your answer here. Okay, next question here. So again, there's another trick question. So anyway, press pause and have a go. Okay, we need the decimal needs to be here. Okay, so we need this bit here. Hang on. So it will be 3.0002. Now the decimal is here at the moment. We need to get it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be times 10 to the power of what is it? Positive 5 or negative 5? Well, this number is 3, and I need to get it to be much smaller than 3. So well, it's got to be a negative. Okay, this one. Oh, if someone says a string, a strand, sorry, the width of a certain string is this number millimeters across. So well, if you want to convert this number here to standard form, okay, forget about the unit for the time being. Just convert this into standard form. Well, you could do this: 5 divided by 1000. You can visualize it as this here, with lots of zeros, and then 5 divided by 1000 is too small, so you have this, and then you jump to 50, still too small, you jump to 500, it's still too small, you jump to 5000, and 5000 would be 1 here. So this thing, 5000 divided by 1000 is 5. Okay, so it would be 0.0. Well, anyway, when I divide by 1000, I just visualize the 5 here. Okay, well, lots of zeros here. When you divide thousands on 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion, learn to move the decimal, because this method here is quite long. So learn to move the decimal. So here I'm moving it 3 because of the 1000. I'm moving it 3. Okay, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. So the decimal will be here. So we can get rid of these here. So anyway, this number here is this number here. Okay, but we need to express it as in standard form. So again, hang on. So we've got to write this here. 5. We could have 5.0, but because it's 0 is after the decimal, we can forget about it. So it's times. If you think about it, the decimal was here. The decimal is here because this is your starting number. This is your starting number. We need to move the decimal from here to here. Okay, because we need to extract this bit here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So it's really times 10 to the power of to the power of minus 3 here. Okay, because we start 5, we've got to make it smaller. So, well, from here to here. Well, anyway, maybe when you become good at this, from here you can just jump straight to this: 5 times 10 to the minus 3. Well, anyway, or you can take it one step, but learn to jump from here to here straight away. Okay. All right. Let's say we discovered a new planet here, and the mass of this planet, the heaviness of this planet is this kilograms. Express this in standard form, and I bet you guys don't know how scientists know how do they know that the mass of this planet is this. I mean, how do you weigh something that's the size of a planet? I bet you guys don't know how scientists do it. Well, anyway, convert this into standard form. So press pause and have a go. Okay, standard form. We're going to need. We're going to, hang on. Let me clear this up. We in standard form we need to extract this bit here. Okay, so we need to write it as 6.38, meaning that the decimal has to be here. Now, when we started, the decimal is here, so we got to get from here to here. Okay, hang on. So times 10 to the power of what that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's really times 10 to the power of 10. So the mass of this planet here, mass is the heaviness of something. So the mass of this planet here is this. Okay, so kilograms. You see, when a number is really big, it's really tiring having to write this number all the time. You can't just write this number here. And later on, when you multiply two big numbers together, this is really easy to do when it's in this form. This form is not too good when you're dealing with big numbers. Okay.